Peace, fam. Today is all about perspective, right? And not your perspective on anything except for yourself. See, how you view yourself is the basis for your experiences and your outlook into this world. So we're going to go to the board. We're going to break down a few different, I'll say, angles of how you view yourself, right? As you can see over here, you see where it says project. And over here we have masterpiece. Those are essentially the two ways that you can see your life. You can either see yourself as a project, a halfway done project, or you can see yourself as a masterpiece, right? And I'm going to talk to y'all real fast, right? How many of y'all have ever seen a beautiful work of art? Whether it's music, whether it's painting, whether it's a book, whether it's a poem, whether it's any kind of art you could think of, right? Truly captivating art, in my opinion, or anything that captivates you art-wise, you tend to ponder on. And the more you ponder on it, the more you look at it, the more you observe it, the more you digest it, different things come to the surface. It tells a multitude of different stories. In fact, that's what I think art is. Art is layered knowledge in a way that can only be conveyed through unconventional means, right? Not just lecturing and speaking per se, but it's a different way of articulating and communicating, right? So that's why they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. A beautiful poem can convey so many different emotions. A beautiful piece of music will invoke different emotions within you. They can bring out sadness, happiness, grief, all the different emotions that you can think of, and it's without actually speaking words, but speaks to a different part of yourself. And so I want to start with that so you can understand art emerges, art blossoms, right? Just to give you a frame of context. Everything rests and dies on your perspective, right? So most people see themselves as a project, right? Why do you see yourself as a project? It's because you feel like there's some part of you that's missing, that has to be done. There's more to be worked on. There's all these different things that most people assume about themselves as a project, right? Let's write some of those things down, right? So, I got to get smarter. I got to get stronger. I got to get better. All these ers, a whole bunch of ers, right? And there's nothing wrong with wanting to improve per se. It's different though when you feel that you can't do certain things or you limit yourself because of something that you have as a perceived lack, right? Perception leads to this kind of mindset, a negative perception of self or an unwhole, right? So we're going to go unwhole, right? You feel like you're not whole. You have these traumas that you use and you say that it holds you back. Right? You typically see yourself as a project, something that has to be worked on. Now, the other perspective is that of a masterpiece. And this is what I think everybody is. A masterpiece is perfect as is. It's perfect as is. And when I say perfect, I'm not saying that you have no flaws, you have no blemishes, but you are conveying a particular message in the best way possible for that message. Recognize that, family. You have a purpose and a passion. You have a message to give to the world, and you are the only person that's going to give that message to the world. You are a masterpiece. There is nothing else that needs to be done. A tree does not have to do anything else but be a tree in order to be a beautiful tree. It has various stages, right? We could say it's growing, but the tree doesn't say, I need to grow. It doesn't do any of that. It unfolds. It just falls into itself. It becomes the best version of itself by knowing that it is what it is. There is no force, right? So the perspective that leads to the masterpiece is that of wholeness or peace. It's that simple, right? And I'm just going to end this with this. Both of these are creations of an artist, right? Some artists say, I have a project I'm working on, and some artists will say, I have multiple masterpieces. Your experiences, these are the canvases. These are the canvas, and your perspective is the artist, right? Your experience is the canvas, and your perspective is the artist. Your experiences are what create a project or a masterpiece in the information stage of it. Your perspective is what orients it one way or the other, right? So you getting fired from a job, right? That's an experience. That's the canvas. Your perspective of it could say, as a project, I need to do better. I should have worked harder. I should have done all these things. Or the masterpiece part of it is, that must not have been for me. I need to be doing something different, right? That's a whole peaceful mindset versus unwhole, there's something wrong with me mindset, right? So again, your experiences are the canvas for your artwork, which is your life. Your perspective is the artist. It's that which is creating what is around you. And realize this, your perspective influences your reality. So you must change your perspective if you want a different reality. Family, I want you to know this, that you are a masterpiece. You are beautiful as is. That's it, family. That's it. If you'd like more information on how you can work with me, how you can get more of this kind of information, go to IALLG.com. Go ahead and schedule a call, peruse the website. I'll be updating things here and there. I'll be adding a podcast and things like that. But family, that's it for today. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.